Welcome back to the 2257 Chevy. So today in this video I'm going to cut this notch out for the front portion of the jet engine there. I'm going to slide this hunk of medicine container pill bottle in between the two of those to move this portion away from the front of that intake, and to provide something that will be below the surface of what used to be the hood. That's gonna come over and meet up precisely against the side of the engine, and then there's going to be a gap there, and this piece is going to fill that gap. It's about the right radius that I need at that angle. So I marked where the middle of this is, and then I use this circle template to line up and trace that radius that I need. As you can see, we're over at the bench pin, so that means we're going to use the jeweler's file, the jeweler's saw, and I've got to pop out the blade so that I can get it inside this cutout portion, and then I need to untape all this. Oh, I should have put that on the other side. It's going to be, oh, it'll be fine. I'll do it just like that. I have that like that. Okay, there's that notch. Okay, back to the table. Okay, let's see how that fits. Oops. Ooh, I should probably have this in the frame. Okay, so that's how that's going to go. Oops, so that's how that's going to go. I will cut that flush with this portion, and then it will meet up with the portion that goes across there. Welcome back to an update on the 2257 Chevrolet. As you can see, I have filled in those two big gaps where the we'll call it the interior canopy used to be. and I have got the shape of the jet engine roughly cut into the side of those. As you can see, there's still a pretty big gap. That'll be filled up with probably milliput. So this is going to fit in that notch back there, and we still have a gap there. And originally I had cut a piece of medicine bottle for that because it had just the right radius. However, medicine bottle doesn't glue as well as I would like it to, so I've opted to make it out of a hunk of sheet styrene here. So what I've done is heat that up with a heat gun, and then I shaped it around one of these Tamiya bottles because it was just about what I needed. So this will fit in there like this, underneath of that, and then I'll cut around that like I did here, because this is the same. This fits flush, so I'll trace that. I was able to see through this in order to trace that out. So now I'll just put that over there and use it as a little template. So that's what that looks like for now. I do want to show you how I created this block here. And the first thing I did was, this was the bottom was off of this, and I laid a piece of cardstock, which is one of my old business cards, over top of that hole. Now I wasn't worried about capturing this edge. I'd do that later. I was more about catching these angles in reference to that flat area. Actually, I think that's what I did. I did it like this. Stuck that in there, flipped it upside down, traced where it was, which gave me kind of a shape like this. And then that would have fit in there. And then I cut it short on this side so that it didn't go all the way over there. See how there's a gap there? So what I did next was, with the engine in place, I used one of these gauges, and the shape should still be there. Yeah, there it is. So you get a rough view of what that looks like. Got adjusted a little bit, but you push that up again there, and that gives you the shape that you need. So then I took this piece, and you could draw that shape wherever you want on there. Here's my little scissors. So theoretically this piece should fit against that. And it does. Oops, that's upside down. And it does. Pretty nicely. So then, cut this piece shy. Right? Then you put the two over top of one another. And you push this one against this side flush. You push this one against this side flush. And then you tape it. Then you pull off your little template. And you trim off the tape. That would be the piece that you need. Then you would put that over top of your styrene, trace that out, cut it out, And then you've got a hunk like this that fits in there. Sometimes there's a little bit of a gap, such as this time, but most of the time it's pretty close. Close enough to get you there to fill in with putty or whatnot. Okay, so that's that hunk. We'll see what's next.
Party!